I'll end it here. There's a little more. We got the gist.
From a songwriting standpoint, how can you have any objection to Burt Bacharach and Hal David?
Oh,
Come on.
you can't.
Yeah, I mean it's just like they nailed the every aspect of songwriting. But Dionne Warwick had originally done
Yeah,
this,
the hit. Yeah.
but Aretha's is so different,
Hmm.
and especially on some of the things in courting and such. um, you can, when you kind of listen to them back to back, is that the chords under the bridge um, is very different from the original. And there's when it goes into ever and ever, um, there's like a third inversion seventh in the bass and such. I mean, it's like there's some subtle differences in the arrangement, but and it was I'm trying to remember. It was her first top 10 hit in the UK. Um, I think it went to like number 4 or something, and it was like her biggest hit over in England.
Well,
And
this would certainly appeal crossover outside of just the R&B.
right,
It's more pop.
mm-hmm. And it went gold. I mean,
Oh, absolutely.
you know, it was. I think it was her last um, of her top 10 hits on Atlantic.
Yeah, this was like a,
Correct me if I'm wrong.
and it was the last of the during that 3-year period, which she got
Right,
hit after hit after hit.
right,
And we have to go into the 70s to do the Amazing Grace album. We have
right.
to do it. You can't do Aretha without doing that album.
Yeah,
You see the movie, that's the high point of the movie when she's recording that. And of course, we're seeing Jennifer Hudson, not Aretha, but it's uh, just such an emotional thing. And then I'll talk about next week. I've been in that church where all that stuff took place.
yeah.
And
I think
what
it's hysterical that.
I've been into the Soul Food Cafe across the street too.
Oh wow.
But, any last comments about Aretha? It's they don't call her Queen of Soul for nothing.
Yeah. I mean, what are you gonna do? I mean, she's just she was an amazing uh, uh person, and the she really persisted before I mean you just can't look at her life and wonder how did she persist, and how did she get through all of that. And then I think it's hysterical too about Jennifer Hudson playing her, because she was on American Idol.
Yeah.
And I remember Simon Cowell saying, "Well, I don't know about you, and you're too fat, and you're this and you're that." And guess what? She's now recipient of all the 4 majors. She's an EGOT winner, and I mean, to me, there was a lot uh, of irony in her portraying Aretha because of the kind of pushback that she got all the way through, from the beginning of what most chubby chicks go through in the entertainment world. Oh, you're too fat to be, to
Sure.
be successful.
Yeah.
And I just think that was just ironic, and I just was happy to see that somebody with such talent who had been overlooked in many ways be able to portray somebody who went through so much in her life. I just thought it was,
And
it's fitting. It was fitting.
Cheryl Lynn went through the same thing.
Yeah.
Overweight, and they just were reluctant to pump her up to the next level. Um, I was along for part of that ride. Before we leave, I want to just mention this book, Legends, Icons, and Rebels, and it's by
Mhm.
Robbie Robertson of the
Oh yeah, that's a great book. Robbie did a great job in putting that together.
with three other writers, and there's there's 25 legends. Now he did 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. So he had 25. He has nine of the people I'm covering. I'm doing about 34 or 35 acts. I know by the time I'm through between Nancy and Gail, uh, there'll be more than 34 because you'll turn me on to some I can't afford to leave out. Um, but there were only nine that of the acts that I chose that are in here, and that's because I've restricted it to primarily 60s. Anyway, it's been a great discussion. I've really enjoyed
Mhm.
being with you guys, and I look forward to seeing you next week.
Some more Aretha next week.
Yes,
Oh,
and that
cool.
and the gospel Aretha. Maybe I completely forgot about Dionne Warwick. Maybe that's what we'll do. Uh, we'll do some of Dionne Warwick as well, because I
Okay.
was a big Dionne Warwick fan um, in the '60s, because I wasn't all the way soul. I was a
Yeah,
little
yeah.
pop jazz at that point. So she was right in that mestizo zone that I was.
She also did some recording for us for the Happily Ever After series, animated series, and on the award-winning Sissy Duckling that Harvey Firestein wrote. She sang this song called "Time Takes Time" that was really lovely. Um, yeah, she had that silkiness, has that silkiness to her voice.
And I saw her live uh, when she and Burt Bacharach were touring, and they went through hits. And the whole night was one hit song after another. I couldn't believe they must have done 30 hit songs.
Yeah.
It just, uh, I was astonished. I didn't know there were that many hit songs available.
Yeah. My dear friend David Joyce toured with Bert on many of his tours and such as another one of the keyboard, a keyboard player, and he has lots of nice things to say about all of the people involved with his recordings and his tours and the different guest artists that sang with him.
Well, we'll see next week if we need the whole thing to cover that. I could do a whole session just on Dion. I even met her once, so I have a little bit of insight there. Not much, but a little bit. Anyway, it's been
Okay.
great pleasure, and I'll see you guys next week.
Thanks, guys. It's been
All
great.
right. Thanks, all.